Quote from How to Kill in Comedy: Find Your Comedic Character. Use 20 Great Joke Formulas. Slay the Audience by Steve North. Steve North has been voted the premier stand-up comedy coach in the United States 12 times at comedy festivals over the last 30 years. At his weekly stand-up comedy workshops, the longest running in Los Angeles, Steve doesn't merely teach comedians how to write jokes, he helps comedians discover the secret key to success in stand-up, developing their comedic character, a unique persona from which all their jokes must naturally spring forth. What is a stand-up comedian? A stand-up comedian gives a group of strangers the experience of having an intimate and spontaneous conversation with a true lunatic. Intimate, spontaneous, conversation and lunatic. Leave out one of those words and the comedian falls short. Let's start with the most important word, lunatic. Picture a comedian that you really like. Someone you would be really excited to go see at a club or a theater, or would go out of your way to see in a movie. Now take a moment and just picture this person in your mind for about 10 seconds. Now let me ask you something. Did you hear this comedian telling a joke or doing a piece of material in your mind, or did you just feel their personality? If you're like most people, you are more likely to just feel their personality than hear them telling you a joke. Well, that thing you felt, that sense of knowing them and maybe smiling when you thought of that person, is basically their comedic character, or persona. We all have a comedic character. It's different for everyone, just like we all have different faces and bodies. But the comedic character is what separates a comedian from a comic. A comedian and a comic are two completely different animals. Says funny things or makes funny observations. A comedian is a funny person who says funny things. In an interview for Hollywood Online, comedy giant Milton Berle said, "A comic is a guy who says funny things, and a comedian is a guy who says things funny, and he has a style and point of view that will last much longer." That's why you smiled when you pictured the comedian. Wasn't really about the material or the jokes, although a comedian does need them. If you look back over the years, in fact over the centuries, the comedy performers who have had long-lasting and versatile careers, movies, television, theater, everything, have all been comedians, not comics. So, whether you're an aspiring comedic performer, stand-up comedian, actor, speaker, writer, or just someone who wants to learn to be funny, the most important thing for you to understand first is how to tap into your own comedic character. Thank you.